Hello, this is Ron today from Ron's Drone and RC channel. We're here in beautiful Margate City doing a review of the, let me get my information out here, the Rocket 360. It's a 360-degree panoramic aerial photography drone. Now this is by JJRC, makers of fine drones everywhere, and as you'll recall if you're a fan of my channel or of the Xeno Nation channel and the Facebook group, these guys made the Golden Egg drone, which is one of the finest drones on the market today. So I have a feeling this is going to be a good one also. Full disclaimer, this drone was sent out to me for review by Brian Singleton over at True Drone Reviews. I will link his YouTube channel down below in the video. And you know, we're going to get into it. We're going to give it a full test flight and go through all the features. And one of the features is it has it's an FPV drone, so we're going to have a live FPV feed on the phone, and I'll do screen recording. And again, it has a couple of features other drones don't have. So you know, let's get started. I'm going to give a hat tip to the to the drone seekers today. Sean, I'm looking very Sean Matthews with my straw hat here, but it's not a hot day yet, but it's getting there. It's going to be hot pretty soon, so I got out early today to avoid the summer heat down here at the shore. The winds aren't quite as bad in the morning. So again, let's get into this. All right, Ron back here. I have this is the controller for the JJRC, and as I explained before, it's a Wi-Fi FPV drone. You just download the app, that codes in the manual where you scan it. So you get the app, and then you connect your phone's Wi-Fi to the drone. You can see I got the drone in the background over there. So got a screen recording going. So we're going to do the automatic takeoff, which is the button on the left side there, and of course it has you know, it has speed rates over here. It's got kind of a filmic mode, a slow docile one, and a second rate, and it's got a third rate for sport mode if you want to do some sport flying with this thing. So let me hit this button to do a little takeoff here. Let's start rolling our video first. We can do it on the controller. You can use this button here, or you can hit the screen. I'm going to do the screen. All right, here we go. Immediately gets into the sport mode here. Alright, so we're going to go through some of the features here. All right, we're going to start out by doing the famous the 360 panoramic mode here. So let me get it a little bit higher. Hope I'm still in camera here. Let me get it out a little bit higher and hit the 360 button. Uh-oh, see, oh, look at that thing go. And then as soon as you touch the stick, it stops. Oops. Yes, that was a crash there, but I didn't get a chance to get the GoPro moved to show the walk of shame, but I did have to go retrieve it from its crash position, but everything was okay. So back to your regularly scheduled programming. Okay, this is Ron back with the tabletop portion of the video review of the JJRC, hold on, Rocket 360, 360 Panoramic Aerial Photography Drone. Sounds impressive, doesn't it? I have it right here. So we've already done the flight test portion of the video, and we've got some onboard camera shots and some screen recordings. So let's go over some of the tabletop functions here. Okay, Ron back here. I already unboxed everything here to save you the what time wasting taking stuff out of the box. First thing up is you get the manual with it. Typical manual. It's got the kind of the small print, but I've seen smaller. You can actually read it without getting your magnifying glasses out, and it it covers everything. And this must have been intended for the U.S. market because it's in English only. If there was a foreign language manual in the box, Brian Singleton has already got rid of it for us. So so your full manual covers everything. You get one battery with it, a 1000 milliamp 3.7 30C battery, standard JJRC battery. Kind of looks like a typical battery you'd find in a even like a SEMA X5. You get the USB charger with the I think that's a JST connector on the end. Typical. Here's your controller. It's got the banana style plug for your cell phone. You got your typical sticks on front, on off button. It's got a lanyard strap hook here, which is nice. Indicator here of whether it's on or off. The trim buttons are on the right side, and your function buttons are on the left side. Here's your take a photo, take a video button. Here is your when you do the 360 panoramic shot, you push that button. This is your return to home and what do they call that? Headless mode button. And this is your emergency stop button. On the top side, you have your on the right side, you have your automatic takeoff and land button. And on the left side, you have your speed rates. You have 3 speed rates. This clip thing is removable. I'm not going to take it off because it may take 5 minutes, but it comes on and off. And here's your batteries on the back. It comes with the screw, but again, I think Brian has already got rid of that screw for us, so we don't have to deal with it again. So put this clip down here, and you got like 4 AA batteries in it. So transmitter, seemed pretty nice for a toy grade. And then you got your vehicle here. This is your on-off button up here. You'll see the lights blink indicating the charge. You'll see them. They'll do an indication, like they'll blink and go down when the battery's an LVC. Spinning around here, you have your the name of the product, the JJRC, and here you push this button down here and pull out, and there's your battery compartment with a kind of a little ledge here to put the battery on. There's your JST connector up there. Now, one note here: when you crash this thing, if you do, this compartment seems to come off rather easily, even though it seems to be hard to take on and off. Now, I have the prop guards on here, but they're easy to remove. Just one screw here, and they pull right off. So actually, I broke one in a little bit of a crash here, so I guess it was a good thing I had them on. Now, this is typically perfectly foldable here. You would grab this thing here, and you would push it down like that. Nice thing here is good design. You actually can still fold it all the way down, and the prop guards won't prevent you from folding it down. So that makes it easy for transport. Usually, you put prop guards on, you can't do this type of thing. So kudos to JJRC for making the ultimate folding drone, even with prop guards on. So, and then back up again. So it's easy to snap snap them on, snap them, down. And here's your camera down here. It's a folding tiltable camera by hand. Of course, no automatic or automatic power on the remote. You have to do it by hand, but you can do almost all the way down if you want to go above and get a downward facing shot, or you can all the way up to it won't tilt upwards, but it'll tilt all the way even. So that's pretty nice. And I think in the diagram, I think this part comes off too, this little landing thing here. If you're like, yes, there you go, comes off like that too. So I guess if you're a hand catcher, you could just kind of reach out and grab it and not have to worry about this getting in the way. So Marcus Crawford, this could be a good hand catcher for you if it would, when it gets to you. So that's a pretty nice feature. And Brian had recently, Brian Singleton, True Drone Reviews, had recently made a hand catching compilation, and this is one that he wasn't able to hand catch. And I forget whether he had this on or not. Maybe this was what prevented him from making the perfect hand catch. So, okay, I think we've covered kind of everything, with the, when this desktop portion. There's not a whole lot. I know I'm forgetting something, but it's not a whole lot to to go over. So we're going to wrap this up here. Okay, that finishes my review of the JJRC Rocket 360. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'm going to send this off to my my partner, Marcus Crawford. That's Idaho Quadcopters, who's an expert reviewer. He will finish up this review. There's one thing I did not cover. It has you can do gestures with this. I saw it in the app. I didn't actually get a chance to read the instructions of how to do the gestures, but Marcus is a gesture expert. Just see his Spark video from a few months back, so I'm sure he will handle all the the gesture modes that this quad has. So on that note, I will hand this drone off to Marcus for him to do his review of it. Marcus, here you go. Everybody go over to Idaho Quadcopter. He will be receiving this drone in a few days. I'm sure he'll have his review up. So again, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.